everybody, today we're painting the Valentine Highlander Cow. So cute, my favorite painting. Step by step. So you should have your canvas, your paint brushes. You should have 3, like a flat. Could be this is a 1/2 inch. You could be using a 3/4 or 1 inch, whatever you prefer really. And this will be used for outlining and then filling in. Then we also have a medium round brush. This is a number 6. The numbers really don't make a difference. I don't know. I've seen a 6 that looks like a 4 and a 4 that looks like an 8. So, and then this is a liner brush. We have our paints, all of our paint colors for this painting that you got in your kit. And then a cup of water, and bam, we are ready to go. We got our coffee, must have. All right, so first thing we're going to do, step 1, is to do the black background. I like the chalky look, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black and my white together, grab it, and when I pull paint from a puddle of paint, I pull from the side. I don't pull from the middle because then I don't want to contaminate the whole color with another color when I'm mixing. So I pull from the side and I pull from the side. And I get like a Cruella de Vil look there. And then I kind of just put that on the paper. And then I'm going to start my outline of my cow and the hearts, the horn. Just going to do whatever's going to be in the background is what I'm going to outline. And don't worry, I mean, get as good as you can around the edges. But if you don't get it perfect, don't worry about it. Not a big deal. If you make any mistakes or anything that you don't like, you're just going to go over it, let it dry, and we're going to go over it. So not a big deal at all. Okay, when you're filling in, just like a figure 8, it's also called a crosshatch. Back and forth is good to give it a good background look. Outline the horn here. Trying to get as good as I can around the horn anyways. I'm actually using a book, a sketchbook, multimedia sketchbook for this, which is a little more, it's more porous, it seems, so it really just takes a lot of paint, where you won't find that to be so true with a canvas. Canvas, it flows really nicely, but this saves space because I paint so much. I don't want to have a million canvases around, so I use this instead. And around my flowers and leaf. And then filling in. There we go. More paint. Flower. And leaf. And filling in. If you start to get this dry brush look, that's exactly what it is. It's just a dry brush, and so you just need to put some more paint on there, and you won't have that look anymore. Just need more paint. You can fill up your paintbrush. As long as it ain't dripping, it's good. So don't be afraid to use some paint. Around there. And right about here is where that other horn is, so we'll cut that off there. Blend that in a little better. There we go. Okay, top done. Let's go back down here. Went over my heart a little bit. Doesn't matter. I can always paint over it, so I'm not worried at all. I'm going to make my little cutoff line over here. And around my flower. Turn my brush around. Got a little crazy right there. And you can either paint over your hearts or paint around them right now. Completely up to you. I think what I'll do is I'll paint around them. And then fill them in later with some white. You could leave them as is if you paint around them and not fill them in with white, but I like to have my canvas fully painted just for the texturing. This gets a little tricky right around here, but kind of just pretend that your paintbrush is a pencil. I think I'm going to fill this heart in. Just pretend that that one's not there for now. And that one right there. Don't want too dry of a brush. Get that wet again. Go around the heart. What I like about painting, I mean, if you're a perfectionist, this is probably very difficult. I know it is for me, but it's very freeing too, to not have to be able to make mistakes and then fix them later, and know that that's okay, and it all comes out when you're done. It comes out beautifully. You just got to trust that process, which is hard to do at first. But once you do a couple of these and you see the evidence that, oh, it does come out beautiful, then it's much easier. It's a layering process too, which is cool. So you're going to be messy. There we go. Not enough. I don't want to get too much, but there might be a little easier way to get those hearts done. Okay, moving on. So that was the hardest part right there. Then this is actually not too hard because you just go just little in-betweens for the hair. And then blend it coming down. Pretty easy on that part. Right here, this leaf. There we go. Up on the cow. And all of this is going to be cow and brown, except for this little area right here. Well, we'll get back to that in a minute, huh? Let's focus down here first. Okay, filling this in. Up to here. And down. And then we will go around our flowers again. There we go. Filling that in. Okay, background is done. Oh, this little portion right here. Going down around his hair. Right here. Right here. And that's where his back starts. And that's his horn right there. And then his hair. So there we go. I think I'll add a little white in there just to keep that texture. There we go. Rinsing that off. And step 2 is going to be honey brown, which is our lightest brown. And that's going to be for the face and, oh, the bottom lip. I forgot to draw the bottom lip, which is no big deal. You just get a pencil, and there's just a little bottom lip right about here. Right about like that. So I'm going to use my medium round brush for his lip, the honey brown lip. Rinsing off my flat brush, pushing it down at the bottom of the water, pushing it against the sides to kind of release some of that water, and that's okay if you have if paint color comes out on your, when you wipe it off, it's no big deal. It would freak me out a long time ago, but when I learned it's no big deal, then I embraced it's no big deal. Okay, next is honey brown face and lip. Let's start here with his lip. And a lot of this cow is going to be outlined in black. So again, don't worry about making your lines perfect. They can be wiggly like that. No big deal at all. It's layer upon layer. Going up here. Just filling in that space. Okay, we'll leave off right there. Good. Next is we're going to do our dark brown burnt umber for the cow's hair and the body. So we'll rinse off our medium round brush. Put that down there. I'm going to go back to my larger brush because it's a larger area. That's what I'm going to do on, and this is a foundational color. We're going to put color on top of it. As you can see in the picture, it's a dark brown, and then we've got some reddish brown, which is burnt sienna, and then some more honey brown on top, and then some white streaks too. So it's layer upon layer upon layer. This is just a foundational color, so I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of dark brown, load that brush up real nice, and get it going on. There we go. Around the flowers. Again, same process. Outlining. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to, do your best for outlining. If you find that the smaller brush works better for you, go for it. Use it. It's not a must have. I just like using this when it fills it in a little more. It's a little tricky to get into the small spaces, so if you find the other one is easier, use it. There we go. Oh, I forgot to do around his eye with the honey brown. Whoopsie daisy. Easy fix. Maybe we should wait till it dries. This part is honey brown. Goes up here. Yeah. If I try to do this while it's still wet, the dark brown is wet, and I'm gonna blend the honey brown and the dark brown. I don't really want to do that right here on his face, so I'm just gonna I'll leave that for now. I'll come back. Okay, back to the umber. And okay. And you should be able to see your lines even under the brown paint. Those will be our the lines that will cover black later on. Just filling all that in, dark brown. Go under his lip. Perfect. Right, just got to go over this now. Still a little wet right there, but I think we'll be fine. Fill this in again. And a lot of this is going to be outlined in black, so it hides any little mistakes we might make. There. Great. All right, we got that. Now we're gonna just go ahead and leaving the dark brown on the brush. What we can do is we're gonna paint some streaks on top with the burnt sienna. So we're gonna get our red now. And we're going to get some streaks in there. We can you can look at the picture and gauge how you want your streaks. These are his ears, so I'm kind of going at a little bit of an angle here. And then these ones go down like that. long hair in the front, right? You can do this while your brown is still wet too, it's okay. Because it's nice to have them blended. Here we're going to go a couple big streaks down here. And some right here. Right, and then we've got his back hair. I'm going to put a couple like this. I might fix that later. I'm not a real fan. And another streak like that. Okay. And then down here on his body, I'm going to just put some up and down streaks for his hair. Okay, once you get it like you like it, there we go. Okay, I like it. Then I'm going to go in with the honey brown and grab a little honey brown on there and put some honey brown streaks in. Probably more along, well, yeah, a little along the tips. I'm going to get some off of there. This is the fun part where you can be creative. Everybody has a different hand stroke, so you can see when you're painting as a group how different people use their hand strokes, which is pretty cool. Here's about where you can really see it coming to life, because you see all the colors. There we go. I like it. Right there. Okay. Next is our flowers. So we're going to clean off our brush and let that dry. We're going to go into our pink flowers. I'm going to use this beautiful strawberry color. One thing about the painting with the coffee, you got to make sure you don't dip your paintbrush in the coffee or you drink your paintbrush water. You got to keep them separate. Okay, for the flowers, I like to use my bigger brush as well, especially for my base color, which is going to be the dark strawberry. So, dry that off. We have 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's not forget those. I've done that before. Beautiful, bright strawberry color. when you're painting, you kind of want to go in the direction of whatever it is that you're painting. So these flowers are kind of circular, so try to go over it in a circular fashion. You always want to paint your background flowers first because your front flowers will be painted over them. Remember, don't worry about the edges. We'll go over those with black if we need to. There we go. And our middle flower. See, and you'll see that differential with the line there, which is real pretty. Don't be afraid to get that paint on your brush. And wiggly. Good. I think I would like some more dimension right there. And down here. I went to cosmetology school when I was younger, and we would do finger waves, which is kind of reminds me of these flowers a little bit. Kind of like in finger waves when you're painting them. There we go. We got the base of our flowers painted. Now we're going to take a little pink and white together. So we're going to take pink. Remember, taking it from the side so we don't contaminate the whole thing. Or take some white, and then we're going to add it with a little bit of pink, getting a lighter pink color that we can use on the inside of our flowers. And again, just wiggling them through. A little bit of pink, a little bit of white. You can grab it like that on your brush and really get a nice difference in the color. If you paint too much, then you blend it all together like I just did. So try not to do that because it really looks really nice when you just have the two colors. We'll do it right here. Pink, white, pink, white, pink, white. There we go. I think I need a little more strawberry. There we go. I like mine a little darker. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay. I like the colors of the flowers. I like that. There we go. Okay, sometimes you have to stop yourself. All right, after the flowers, then we're going to go for the leaves. So for the leaves, I am going to use the medium round brush. And first I'm going to start with my dark Hauser green. And I'm going to start right here, wherever it looks the most dry. And I'm going to outline and then fill in. So relaxing to paint. And same with this one here. There we go. Got a big leaf right up here. There we go. Now while those are still wet, I'm going to grab a little green and I'm going to add a green streak in there, light green streak to my leaf, just on one side. Okay, oops, and then I'm going to go wipe that off, go back to my dark green, and get these little leaves down here. Down. Okay, there was one more leaf over here that you can barely tell. Kind of cut off the page. Just put a little green there for color. Grab a little bit of that light and just come down one streak and one streak. Oh, maybe a little bit there. Okay. After we do those, the next is to do his little nose, and to do that we are going to add some of our pink with our honey brown. Give it more of like a little bit of a pinky nose color. So we've got a honey brown here. We'll take some, we'll put it right here. Honey brown. We're going to grab a little pink. And how about we lighten it up with a little bit of white? Let's see what this does. Maybe a little more pink. Yep, a little more white. Yeah, I think I like that color. We're going to go for that. There we go. And kind of see our outline underneath still, which is cool. Because then we'll know where to paint that. All right. After we get done with that, paint the eye, nose, and the center of the flowers. So We're going to go with the black now. I'm going to stick with my medium round. Probably using my outliner here as well. All right. Eye, the nose, the center of the flowers, and the outline of the cow in black. So the eye, just need a little on the tip of our brush, like that. The rest is pretty dry, so we're going to go do the eye now. It's like a C and then a line to close it off. Just filling that in. The eye, the nose. Hopefully that's dry. We'll wait a second on that. Let's do the center of the flower. Those are still, yeah, these are kind of dry here. So to do that, I'm just going to do a little squiggly like that. Wasn't totally dry, so it did grab up some pink there. I'll do this one, looks pretty dry. I don't mind if there's a little pink in there. Gives it a little more dimension. This one looks pretty dry. Just squiggly circles. This one barely looks dry. We're going to go for it. There we go. And one more down here. This one's really wet. And we'll see how it comes out. Not bad. I like it. Okay, but I want to clean that off because I don't want pink in the rest of my stuff. So cleaning that off, get back in that black. Let's do his nose, his little nostrils. There we go. Little nostril. Cutest cow. All right, what else? What else? Center of the flowers, outlining of the cow. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my liner brush for that. Yeah, let's see how it works. I love the medium round brush, my favorite, but for this, maybe this will be the best. Let's find out. I'm going to start with this little hair right here. The harder you press down, the thicker the line you'll have. And you can outline the whole thing if you want, or just some of the hairs. I like. So sorry, but the video cut off too early, and so let me just kind of go over what it missed. With that medium brush, I believe it was, could have been the liner. I think it was a liner brush I had. Nope, medium brush. I believe we were going over with the black, doing all the black streaks in the hair, outlining the nose and the mouth and the face. You could outline the leaves. You could outline more if you want. I believe we had the black already done. We were just outlining with the black. And then we were done with the black. Then the next thing I went over was the white. And that's really our final highlights were the white. And so taking the white, we'll put some streaks in on the hair. All over the place. You may want to stop and pause right now and finish your white streaks on the hair, and then you'll get some more white, put one little slash, one little dash in the leaves That'll take but a second. You'll also want to do the horns, paint those all in white. Don't forget the little horn over here. Fix up, paint your white hearts, and then the string that goes hanging down from the horn. So paint those, your hearts. I think those are probably the hardest thing to do, for me anyways, are the hearts. And they might be easier to paint white first and then go over them with black again. I think that might be an easier route. And don't forget the little line on the Highlander cow's nose and his nostrils. In fact, you could even do a little line. I think I'm going to do a tiny little line right here on his lip. The cute, cute little heart on his eyeball. And then 2 little dots. Then what I did is I took the back of the brush, got it, dipped it in the white, and made dots for the center of the flowers. Don't forget your bottom flowers over here. And then voila, you are done. If you like, you can add some glitter in the flowers. There's glitter paint that you can get, which would look really cute. Anything else that you want to do, and make it yours. It can be whatever you want. Okay, well, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was relaxing for you and really worked on that side of the brain, that's the creative side, and that it brought you joy. It brings me joy to look at this little guy. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.